Aisha. It's our mini little podcast, studio talks on. Who am I here with today?
Hi, I'm N.Y.A. N.Y.A. We talk about music, and I'm Surgeon if we talking about hair.
Type shit. See why I'm in the back. Y'all know him. Let's get into this story.
Okay, so he just asked me the story behind me meeting Offset. Okay, so a little backstory. This was, I think, December, and around that time I was not in a home. I was in Miami. I was going like hotel to hotel to B&B, and I was leaving my hotel and I got a call from this one guy. He was like, I guess like a producer for Travis Scott. Somehow he found me on Instagram randomly, I don't know, but I had worked with him multiple times, and he called me and he was like, yo, Offset and his crew needed somebody, right? They wanted me to come, so I went. They were filming a music video. I honestly think how it even happened, like that kind of stuff wasn't like out of the ordinary though, because I would work with like more status people anyways. Like me even working with Swae Lee, like I knew I was gonna work with him just because I knew like his producer and I knew this person. So it's kind of like everybody's always watching you no matter what. It's bound to happen, especially if you're like, oh, I want to work with them, I'm gonna work with them, and you believe that's gonna happen.
That's a fact.
It might not happen exactly when you want to, but it's probably gonna happen.
What's the biggest takeaway you took from that experience? I'm
not gonna lie to you, like you really gotta know like what you're doing. Like I'm going through heads after heads after heads, but I feel like I was not charging what I needed to after having to work so fast and then work with so many different people. I feel like each time I worked with them, sometimes it felt like I was contacting Offset's manager who makes sure everything is good with him and everybody, contacting him and being like, oh, this person didn't go through with a payment, this person didn't go through with a payment. And I feel like because things will be moving so fast, sometimes they'll be in the chair and then they're gone. But I feel like that's not an excuse, because I could always be like, yo, like maybe even before you sit down, I need your payment. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, a lot of these celebrities, no matter what you're doing, they just need you because they're always like on the go sometimes. So like I would find myself like not necessarily like getting all the money that I needed, and then also kind of not getting all the money that I should have been getting, like price wise. Like they were all saying like, oh, you're pretty cheap. I don't even remember how much I was doing, but for me to have traveled to y'all in the first place, like for that luxury, $100 flat. You feel me? Because if I'm in the same room as you and you're a celebrity, how do I think about myself? Y'all are calling me. I am also like special, whatever. You feel me? Like you have to think of yourself like that. And I've been working with people like that, so I had like a certain level of understanding, but I also was battling like the ego thing. But that's why I moved there, because there's so much ego, especially the apartment that I lived in, the neighborhood. It was so ego, so shiny but not really shiny.
You felt like that helped you like improve on the structure of your business?
Yeah, definitely. It definitely hardened my back, if you want to put it that way, because it's not like hard work, but you're working hard because it's art. You're putting art on someone's head, either haircut or hairstyle. That's a lot. You feel me? That's your time, regardless on if you're good or not. That's your time, and your time matters. And the people that you're around need to understand that. So it doesn't even matter if it's a celebrity or it's your best friend. They have to understand that your time matters and it's your value. So a lot of those things I had to learn. They were all very cool, very sweet. All his crew, I really messed with them. You feel me? Just regular people. Offset, very regular.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like a lot of people they try to make celebrities bigger than what they are, and
Right.
they forget that they're people too. Like everybody's human.
They just happen to get a little lucky, a little seen.
That's all it is.
You feel me? I remember when I started posting different like celebrities, whatever, and I came back to New York and everyone's like, "Did you sell your soul?" Yo, what does that even mean? Y'all be working like a 9 to 5. Y'all got a manager. Ain't that selling your soul? Giving like, what do you think this is though?
I never thought of that angle, though.
That's another way to think about it, because that's what it is. Selling your soul. They be making it seem like it's this demonic red mass, fog everywhere.
I mean, nah, it definitely can be though. They do that.
But I wasn't there. That's not me. I took a risk, and I have a talent and I have a drive. Now, if you come to me like, "Did you sell your soul?" Dang, what am I? What do you think I am?
Yeah.
What are you trying to say here?
Facts.
You gotta think of it like that though, because that's not funny. What does that even mean though?
For me though, I feel like another aspect of it is compromising or going against your morals for fame or to achieve a higher status. I look at it as that too, because it's like, why are you doing that? It's not even, at the end of the day, it's not worth it.
It's not real.
Exactly. None of this is.
It doesn't last.
Exactly.
That's why a lot of people who chase a dollar, when they get the dollar, now what? What are you doing now? That's why you see a lot of these celebrities like going on stream. Nothing wrong with stream, but they have to like implement so many other things. And like, there's a lot of celebrities that, you know, I mess with too, like when it comes to music, and I only know them for songs, but I couldn't tell you anything else about them. And I feel like that's kind of funny though, because like people are multi-dimensional most times, but like, who are y'all? Not like they're like broadcasting, okay? I'm not really all in your life, but like the way that they like portray themselves a lot of times would seem very like flat, or maybe the trouble that they get in is like, who really are you guys? What are you really here to do? Like, a lot of people don't really seem like they actually like enjoy the music. Like, they'll just be like out here doing performances and be out, take a picture or two and be out, but like, you could tell the people who are really like, you guys are the reason why I get to have this house, why I get to do this, you know? Like, for real. Like, I don't want to be the type of artist that just never sleeps because they're always in the studio trying to put this out because they know what comes with it. You feel me? Like, losing your love for an art, I think, is one of the saddest things, and I've been through that before. Because once you get really good at something, or you start to hit a different type of status, people start wanting more from you. And if you don't have a backbone on, I know that you guys are here for me, and you want this, you want that, like, if you're giving everything and you don't give enough to yourself, you're gonna like
drain yourself,
yeah,
lose it all for real. Even in the midst of that, you're gonna forget who you are as a person. I feel like that's like, to what you said earlier, like, when you have the dollar, then what? I feel like that's why you see a lot of celebrities, like, well, a lot more celebrities are coming out as being depressed, because it's like they thought getting the fame and the money would fulfill them, but it's really not. I feel like having genuine connections and genuine people that fuck with you, and genuine just relationships with people, having people around you that you can depend on, trust, and stuff, all that stuff is a valuable asset at the end of the day. And it's like, money can't buy that.
No.
Like,
money's just an energy.
Exactly.
Like, you already have to just be that.
It's a fact.
Now, a lot of people know that though. Like, they think like, if I go to this college and it's saying that you're set up for life because you studied this. Then they leave and they can't get a job. Now they're like with their hands up. You feel me? Like, I ain't never wanted to be in that situation. I feel like that's very scary, especially if you spend like thousands of dollars. Like, there were thousands of dollars that was put into something I'm doing because I'm certified in hair, but it's like my own creation. Like, a lot of people don't want to think for themselves. They don't want to create things for themselves, and everyone is perfect in their own way, whatever they're doing. But I feel like I do draw the line sometimes when you chose a route where you don't have to do anything for yourself. You clock in, clock out, you get a paycheck every week or every 2 weeks, and that's all you are. And that is so sad.
It is sad. Unless, we're not going 9 to 5, so I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, unless you like doing that.
Wrong with a 9 to 5.
I mean, some people they want an office job.
Yes, if you want clothes, you want to make clothes, and you work retail, you smart. You're learning how to do this, you learn how to do that. Yeah. I'm talking about
we talking about the entrepreneurs. I mean, that's what because we all entrepreneurs here, so it's like we talking from that aspect. If you
ain't nothing wrong with a 9 to 5.
We're not saying that.
No,
facts. Just to clear
get your money.
Facts.
I'm talking about the folks that are like complaining about their life, but they don't actually want to trust themselves. Like, I say this to my clients all the time: if you always find yourself mowing a lawn, that is your thing. You could make a mowing business. A lot of people got lawns. I'm going to hit up Johnny because Johnny's the best lawnmower I've ever met. And that's how it goes. You have to just like believe in yourself. But I feel like that little thing that you're overlooking all the time, that you like secretly do sometimes, that's your thing. A lot of people got multiple things.
I feel like it's about earlier, like off camera, we was talking about just
what is this?
like showcasing like your abilities. Basically, that was to sum it up, like showcasing your abilities and not being scared to do the things that you do alone, like out in public. You feel me? Just to showcase the world. So it's like I feel like it's always cool to try something once, because you never know. You try that, get out your comfort zone, and people like the reactions to it is positive. Like people like that, and then it's like, okay, that's what I'm saying. Like,
you can tell when someone's being themselves. That's like the most attractive thing to a person. Like, how are you like upset? That's when all the haters start coming, because they could feel like you're yourself.
Facts.
That means you're doing a great job. If a lot of people just start turning their back on you, now they can't relate. Now you don't want to be relatable. I learned that the other day. Being relatable is not going to push you ahead. You feel me? I don't know if I've ever been relatable. I was just having a conversation yesterday with my friend, and like, you know, I'd never understand you. And I'm like, I never want you to. I don't ever want y'all to understand me. I don't think I've ever been understood. Like, that's fine though. But I feel like I'm really good at understanding others.
I feel like, I don't know. I feel like it depends on certain aspects. Because I understand like what you said earlier, like everything this whole conversation,
like you get
understood, you feel me? So it's like, not everyone's supposed to understand you with everything, because at the end of the day, everyone's different.
We too deep.
That's what I'm saying.
Too complex.
So
that's never gonna happen.
It's okay to, I feel like it's okay to not understand somebody, but to judge them off of that is where it's wrong. And it's like, I feel like sometimes like, you should take the time to understand someone, just to learn where they're coming from or why they think the way they do. Because maybe that would change your perception of a lot of things, really. And that could open your mind up to new possibilities and new outcomes for yourself.
Always. I feel like that's the whole point of a perspective change, is the new outcome. Because that's the only thing that's going to happen. Keep doing the same thing, you'll get the same outcome.
Exactly.
Now if you switch it, you never know. That's the cool thing. For real, like, going about every day, you could get a phone call in the next 5 minutes that could completely change your life.
That's a fact.
I love that.
I'll definitely have one of those.
I love that about like life, you know. And I was just recording a video before I even came here. I was in the car and I was like, yo, kind of lost my mind in July. I'm regaining my mind. You feel me? Like I had to have an idea and have it like crumble to get like whatever I believe. Because what you believe is your truth. What bothers me a lot, especially when it comes to like religion, is how they're like, this is a truth and I need you all to believe it. And if that is what you believe, that's fine. But I feel like sometimes when it comes to religion, if you do things that help you like evolve and you just give all that power away, then you feel like every time something negative happens or something good happens, you'll be like, thank you for that, thank you for that. And it's like, you did that though. But there is I do believe in a higher power, but you can't always just give all your power away. Then you're always gonna feel like there's this secondary God when you are the God, you are the universe. But that's my belief though. You can have yours. I like controversy. Like I
feel
like
that
to ruffle.
you.
No, but I like ruffling feathers.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Well, I mean, like, not intentionally. But I'm like listen, I started ruffling feathers forever. You put me in ballet and tap, but I wanted to wear baggy jeans and play basketball. They wanted me in college. I said I'm going to go cut hair. They hated that joke. Now they're just saying people like, can you come in here? Can you come in here? You gotta believe in yourself. And it be hard though.
But like,
it do be hard though.
I feel like that's not even ruffling feathers. That's just doing you.
No, that's ruffling feathers.
That's doing you. Everything
It's
you
doing
just said
you, but
is
it's
doing
going to ruffle. Doing you ruffle feathers.
But at that point, if someone feels so bothered by that, then it's like, what the,
You
that's
was
not.
ruffling their feathers
That's what I'm saying. That's not your problem. That's just.
Oh, it's never your problem.
That's what I'm saying. You living in your purpose. You feel me? Finding yourself. That's not really ruffling feathers. Like, I feel like other people when they see that, that's really jealousy. That's the essence of jealousy. They see you living in your freedom, and maybe in their life they don't feel free. So then they're gonna feel ruffled. You feel me?
Because you should never care about what I'm doing, especially if I'm not placing harm on someone else.
Exactly.
I think sometimes with parents, they just want the best for you. But I feel like a lot of parents don't even know you.
Facts.
Because no matter what, there should always just be an encouragement if it's not harming you or someone else. Because you should be able to experience different parts of you, even if you decide, hey, I feel like renting a van and driving cross country. Kind of different, kind of scary, but should always just be encouraged.
If not encouraged, at least like, okay, look, like, alright, let's say that was my kid, right? I'll be like, okay, look, like, what's your plan? Like, how you gonna do it? Like, and then in that, I'm gonna help them get the support they need, or we can take the steps. You feel me? Like, okay, look, you gonna save up for X amount of months. You gonna save up this amount of money, and then do it. Like, don't just jump into it. You feel me? Have a foundation.
See, I love that. That is good. Because I feel like with all the different things that I decided to do last year, this year, I didn't have any adult where I could really just, I'm thinking about doing this. Most times I'm doing something and they're hearing about it before I leave. And that doesn't make it better, but y'all did not give me a foundation to talk to you. And one thing that I realized, keep your mouth shut when you have certain things to do, because people are always going to pour like fear on it, and you don't want that in your head because those are not your ideas. But when people have like a certain energy, like fear and worry, those are very strong energies, and it can manifest like that. I don't want that. So I would keep it to myself. And you know, I am an adult, and I feel like even if I do choose to do that and I don't necessarily give you my play-by-play, there always is one for me. It might not be like a whole 6 months or something beforehand, but it is there. And I feel like if I ever need to reach out to you for help, I feel like that should not be something like, no, you decided to leave. What are you doing? I thought you're grown. That's crazy. I'm a baby.
Exactly.
I'm a baby. I'm still trying out here. I'm still learning. You know, I can't stand that. I feel like that's the most alone thing that you could do to someone. But then you also have to remember that your parents and adults, their parents treated them like that. But I don't think that's an excuse. You've been here for a very long time. You could have adapted new ideas, read different books, been around different families. That's not an excuse. You just don't want to change.
But I feel like it could be that too, but at the same time you gotta realize like parents and just adults in general, they're growing too as people. Like how we're finding new experiences is new for them too at the end of the day. So it's like even when we have kids, we're gonna be learning and adapting, you feel me? We're not always gonna be the best, make the right decisions, say the right things, but it's like, you feel me? It's just part of life, part of growth at the end of the day. Yeah, your parents may not be like that now, but in time, because of those mistakes, they may learn from that and realize and change. And now, 2 years from now, you feel me? Now they're able to be that role for you, you feel me? So, I feel like it's just growth.
I hear so many stories about the disconnect when they were growing up and they were younger, and then maybe they moved away and they came back home and it's like their relationship is so much stronger. I felt that a bit. I do have a baby niece, so that's like a light atmosphere in the home where I'm seeing different parts of everyone in like a sweeter way that I've never seen before. So it's very nice. But also when it comes to like my own relationships, a lot of it is like, yes, you didn't have control when you were younger when it came to certain things, but you do now. So if you want something different, if you feel sometimes that maybe you would want a hug from someone and you don't experience that, I'm not gonna lie, this is when like coming out of your comfort zone, you really might have to do that. Like I remember like there was something that was going on because when I just came back to New York like 3 months ago, it was really, really rocky and shaky for me. And my family, they were saying something, I don't know, I just started crying. They hadn't seen me crying in years. But I got so much new information about like holding in certain things that causes harm to your body. And I wasn't in the space where I wanted to harm myself. So I just allowed it. And I was noticing how they were talking to me in that situation. It's like, you was a big girl, like, why you crying? You know, and it made me think about things that I went through. Like, okay, this is why you don't do that, and that's not correct. This is why you don't do this and do that, because you never had that space to do it. Which is sad, but then it's like, they didn't either. But if you are like this right now and you're young, you actually have that chance to actually be a parent to your parent. But you have to care about yourself enough to want a relationship shift, because you really can. And everyone is getting older, especially with like foods we eat and the way the water is. You feel me? Who knows what's gonna happen? But like, if I truly want a deeper connection with my family, I can do that, but I have to be consistent. I can't just one day have a sweet conversation with them and then the next day I'm coming in the house and I'm not saying anything to anybody. Like you have to take accountability in everything, yo.
That's true.
It's real, yo. It's real. Like you can't do that. You can't blame nobody for nothing. There's no gun to your head.
That was a good ass conversation. That one thing led to like 20 different branches. But
Think about me.
think we're gonna wrap it up here. You feel me? It's the end of Studio Talks one. Facts, but yeah. Comment down below if we should do this again. You feel me? Just, you feel me? If we should really make this a series for real. Cause honestly, like I messed with you. You feel me? 27 minutes passed by mad fast. Like
I am such a yapper again.
that too. Should be talking.
I am such a yapper.
But like, it's not a bad yap though. Like, you feel me? You was talking real stuff, so it's like, it's not like you saying nothing. Like you saying
a
real
whole
stuff.
bunch of nothing.
Nah, like a lot of people don't hear that on a day-to-day basis. So it's like,
A lot of people are gonna come across this and actually need to hear that. I don't think there's coincidences in this life. I feel like any client that I have, and we have a conversation like this, they needed to hear it. I needed to take something from it. Simple.
that's a fact. But yeah, you know, comment down below, like the video, subscribe, all that. Checking out. Safety, y'all.